Anyone who would want or who would wish to do any vegetable growing, in this case, pepper or chili growing, a person must put into consideration the garden, and that is the major garden or the main garden where the seedlings will have to be transplanted. It doesn't matter the acreage. It could be a half an acre, it could be 1 acre, 2 acres, it could be large. That is depending on what you're going to use the outcome for. It could be for home use or it could be for commercial purposes. But what one must put or have at the back of the mind is you must have the garden, and this garden must be, it should not be on a hill, because when it is on a hill you find that during dry season the plants might easily wilt. Now the garden or as far as the garden is concerned, the nature of the soils do matter a lot. Pepper is grown in the normal loam soils. Normal loam soil, they should be fertile soil, and you find that with loam soil they are well aerated. So if the soils are not well aerated, there are so many issues that arise and they will affect the plant. Like, take an example of the clay soils. The clay soils are not well aerated. So when you plant this hot pepper or any vegetable, you find that there is no aeration, and therefore there will be damping, there will be rotting of the roots, and so on. So there are so many diseases that arise as a result of the nature of soil. So it is very important to ensure that the nature of the soils are the right soils, and in this case they should be the loam well aerated soils, and they should be fertile soils. And then the nature of the scape land. Actually, it should be a flat kind of land. It's very important. Most of the people who are going to do, say, irrigation, because if you do irrigation, it should be a flat land. You cannot put irrigation on a hill. And of course, even if you're cultivating, it's not easy to cultivate on a raised land in this case. So the person who is going to hot pepper growing or any other vegetable growing, please put into consideration land, the nature of land, the landscape, the nature of the soils. It's very important. Don't just go and grow. And then you should not put in the swampy soils. You find that the swampy soils have water constantly. Though in the dry season the water might dry, but during rainy seasons, the swampy areas will always be waterlogged. And the vegetables are more so what we are talking about, that is pepper growing or chili growing. They do not like a lot of water. There are so many diseases that are associated with swampy areas. For example, we have the fungal diseases, damping of the roots, and there are so many things that are associated. So I wouldn't encourage anyone to grow hot pepper or vegetables in swampy areas. That is as far as I'm concerned. Something that I need to add on is the issue of the source of water. It's very important, very vital, that there should be a source of water somewhere, at least nearby, because in this case, when you're doing pepper growing or vegetable growing, the water is needed, of course, for irrigation. If you're going for one who is in position to irrigate, not only that, when you're spraying the garden, you find that time comes when you need to spray the plants, that's with the pesticides, with the fungicides, and maybe fertilizers, let's say. You need the water source. It's very important. And there are those people who will do the watering maybe with cans and so on. It is very important. Please consider in your considerations when you're going to do farming, and you need to know that there is a source of water, please, because you cannot go kilometers looking for water. It's very important. Thank you.
Wow. So we've talked about the things we need in place. Now we are going to talk about how to select the seeds, right?
Yeah.
Select
what about the bed making?
The bed making. Do you select seed? Do you make the bed before selecting seeds?
Yeah, you can make the bed.
Okay.
Because the bed can wait.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So now that we have everything in place, how do you select seeds to plant?
Seed selection. As far as I'm concerned, issue of seed selection. When you are selecting seeds, or when the time comes for you to get the seeds for planting, for making the bed, you must be very careful of the nature of seeds that you want to use. You find that pepper growing in Uganda has been there for so many years. The seeds that are apparently there have been reproduced over and over again. And for that reason, there are so many fungal diseases or viral diseases that are associated with these seeds. So you must be very careful. Where are you going to get your seeds from? Who is going to help you or guide you in getting these seeds? Please take note of that. As far as seeds are concerned, if I were the one, I would ensure that I get in touch with somebody who knows about the seed, selection of seeds. If I am to select seeds, you must select the seeds from the pepper that has not been affected by fungal diseases or viral diseases. It's not good to just go and buy seeds. For example, there are persons who come to me wanting seeds. I tell them, give me time so that I may be in position to select for you the right seeds. So why do I say that? So that I may identify a kind of pepper that has not been affected by the fungal diseases or viral diseases, because you can tell, at least, although most of the seeds have been affected. And during this seed selection, there are many ways of making seeds. First and foremost, there are people who do the washing of the seeds, and then there are people who do the cutting of the seeds. When you get pepper, there is a way that you chop and remain with the seeds. That would be the best way of making seeds. But please, be careful with where you buy seeds from, because it's hard to get the right seeds. Please be careful with where you buy your seeds from. Make sure you got the right people, you got the right person, so that you can be able to get the right seeds. Thank you.
Linga soa naimira diwalondera. These days pepper is too small. Kachaba mnene what? Tono yali mabutono. Nemanjagala eka. Ndiache? No, I work on LTV. Just I like farming. Okay, I think I've got enough here.